Hello, hello. Welcome to the next Let's Make a Game stream. So, yeah, just join in. Okay. So, hi, I'm Corey Code, and I'm a software developer and engineer for over 20 years. Worked largest project, usually web software, with blue chip companies, many blue chip companies here in the UK. And my passion is to make computer games. So I'm working now on my second game, Venusville, which is a city builder and a space colonization city builder, where you work on building a city, a flying city in the clouds of Venus. And today I will probably mostly work on adding robots to the game. I don't have all the animation for the robots and a lot of things, but I want to work on its AI and integration to the systems. Oh yeah, latest news, I got a publisher for the game. So, yeah. And then, yeah, let's jump in. So, yesterday I just pulled in the robots and I copied over everything from the humans, but obviously that's actually broken. But that's a low poly little robot. And one of the things what was already breaking is because it don't have any of the animations and any of the flags for the animations. So I will fix that first, and then I rewrite there is the contract. There's a contractor script, which is picking up all the jobs and then executing them. And then the AI. We work on the AI. That's the plan anyway. We will see how far I get on this. So this is one of a series robots. The other one has wheels. This is a kind of replacement of the partially replacement for the worker colonists. So we can automatize our supply chain somewhat with these robots. Also, I have to change the statistics of it because they don't need hunger and stuff like that, what the humans are dependent on. So I have to definitely break out some of the code and then make sure it's handled differently in the contractor script, which just had a major change. Actually I can cut out all this because I broke out most of this code to subclasses already, and I think I will do that more. So I can create separate sections of the code for the robots, because certain things are handled very separate. Okay, let me just clean that up. I did that the other day when I moved that out to the handler. So it should still work. Okay, so same way how I did the task handler, I should do that. But the first thing what I will do, I just add a couple of keys for the animator. And I don't know if I added behavior for this one. I have nice behavior trees. Oh no, I did not copy that over yet. Anyway, I don't need to. I have to write a complete new one or create a complete new one because humans has I'm using this AI, the behavior tree asset. Open. I just need. It's already open. Just done here. So the human one looks already complex to control the AI. I need to do similar but different in an aspect of the needs of the robots are very different from the humans, obviously. Okay, so I still have to do that, and then I have to create a new behavior for that. I think most of that is actually treacherous, so some of that will be copied over, some of the elements, and then the rest of them have to be done manually and write the code and so on. So yeah, a lot to do. Let's jump in. The first thing what I want to do, so in a humans, the animator has this speed value, what I did not add for the robot yet, and that would break the current code if I don't have that, unfortunately. So very quickly I will just, I already have a speed. I don't really have a walk animation yet to it, but it has a speed, so that shouldn't break. Okay. Maybe did that last night. Okay, so then back to the constructor code, and I want to break out any parts which is handling human statistics to a separate handler class as a first, and then I can run the code. Okay. I can't see the comments, so if there is any. I need to change the size of that window a moment so I can properly see the chat window. Well, I will open it. On the stream as well. I just want to double check if it's visible. Because I can't really see my own. No, it shows it's live, but it's actually, yeah, it works. No, it shows it's, yeah, okay. Yeah, just double checking because. All right, so back into the game development. So if I go now, I think it will throw some errors around the. Well, I still have the same statistics in the game, but like a human. So sorry about that. Unfortunately, that will happen a couple of times because I'm not saving those settings yet. So did I turn off? Yeah, I turned off the robot. So let's turn back so we have at least one robot. in the drop pod. And then on the spawn, I have the spawn points, and then let's add one worker robot. Okay. So now it should spawn one. It will not do anything, just waving at us and looking around at the moment because the animations are missing. Okay. So if I build up the basics there. Oh, one of the thing what I'm adding in, I have different domes now. Some of them are a corridor, some of them is like a cross section or a T section at the moment. Yeah, there is the robot. Opa. There's the robot. It's waving for us, but that's all what it can do at the moment. And I'm wondering if it will go work, because it's not able to carry anything. Ah no, somebody else picked up the work there in the factory. And I think it's rotated the wrong way. So there is a couple of things going on with it what I have to fix. So put down some of that at the water one. Add some plastic makers. Just yeah, he's not helping because he can't carry. Which is correct, but I'm curious if it will go work when the works are available. Jobs are available there. And also I have this new pods. At the moment, because I'm still testing them, there is only 4 items it can store. But no. And while it says it's a worker robot, but it says name and the health bar and things like that. So I have to fix that too, to have a specific robot one. At the moment it's set to people, yeah, everybody's working on those ones. I have enough workers, so it didn't activate it itself. No, it's moving. Somebody moving. Where is the robot went? Oh yeah, went in here. Okay, so it's rotated wrong way because it should face. I noticed all the models I did backward. Luckily, that's very easy to fix. Okay. So it does working, but it's not do the progress. So something broke, and that's what I was curious of. Yes, the animator. Variable in the animator. Multiple times. So in line 152. It never jumps there, which is quite annoying. If it's open, the file open, then it's not jumps there. So set integer state. Yes, of course, I don't have a state. I only have speed. That's why. Okay, we found one of the issues, which I could probably guess. So I need an integer which code state, and then it shouldn't break that one. Okay, so I think it's the best if I start to work on the breaking out the robot related code from the constructor. So I'm able to set this one from people to robot. I think that one is that's interesting. How many places is that used? And entity type dot people. Many of these places, well, probably I need, instead of a people manager, I need a robot manager, but it's, I think this is the one which spawns them and set them up. Yeah, this piece of code. I think it's better if it's just because technically this is this from the people manager point of view, there is no difference between them. So I'm not necessarily need to break this out other than handle the there is a small difference, like the name would be different, comes from a different list, because they will not have first and last name. I will generate some kind of robot-like name for them when I'm generating, and then, but all the code what handles them, removing, adding them, all that works exactly the same. There is no point to duplicate this other than the name. That's the only. So I would rather just handle it set it to people when it spawns it, the entity type. Well, that makes it only interesting, because I don't think when I'm spawning it with add people node. I could have a unspawn people. Okay, I don't think this one used super many places other than that's adds a person. Yes, so I need a unspawn robot, and then I think this is just a message. So yeah, I only have to write a add robot node, which is also a people. Also, a people will be just some settings are different on it, like that one, and the name generation is different. So and then because all the people action is fine, because they actually replacing, doing the same actions than the people. So I'm happy keep that everything. No point to duplicate that one, because they work the same way. Other than the panel will be different, and the stats will be different. But how we adding them to the game, how they handle projects, how the jobs, what to do, the tasks. That one works absolutely the same. They just need to go to recharge station instead of the food station. So that part will be, I write it separate behavior tree, but all the spawning and stuff, it should be work the same other than we can handle a robot. So, okay. So let's start with people action then. Sorry, I had to think that all through. So people action. No, people action. I think they go into the spawn robot. That's the, well, when we remove them, that works the same way. Just when we're spawning them, there are a few settings what I have to set differently. Really the entity type and the name. That's all. Rest is works the same. So yeah, contract category. Come on. Spawn robot. We're spawning in a contract. The contract category is the what is contract category? Yeah, I already add there. So I will have career, different robots, construction or worker robot, and so on. So robots are people as well. Yes, so first name, last name, position. That's all. So when we spawn them, we want to be able to spawn them as a robot. So yes, the people spawner should not care about if it's a robot or not. I should name this somehow differently, but I think it's still fine. Node, okay. So if I go to the out from here to the manager, the people manager. Yes, people manager is the only one where I have to add a different way this. So I need people action on spawn robot. Add row bot people node. The reason reason I do it that way because I want to know in the future this is actually at the people node. And then we remove it. And then okay. So we get the lowest people ID, that's fine. And then we get the first name, last name, and then create a people node with the contact category, which is the type, because it's originally was for the colonies, the type of colonies, what kind of contracts they do, worker or the engineering biologist. That was the naming, which is not really work that well when you add robots anymore, looks like, but well. And then I co-spawn people. Okay, so I have to add 2 new functions for that. And then, yeah. And then also manage the spawn people, because I want to use the same. It's just really this one line is the one what yes, this one have to update it. We're getting the stud controller, highlighter, new person, project controller, all of those we need. Where probably we don't have a people health controller on it. But that one is anyway wouldn't. It's optional. So that sets up the person. Okay, so let's jump to this one and then let's get random robot. I will call it first name. Just it gives me more possibility of randomization if the name is from 2 parts. The same way how the human ones. Or I could just, yeah, no, let's do that. And so what I did here, it's actually very similar. I have to add a new list for robot names. Robot names. I don't need really robot names. They don't really have first name. I could just say part 1, part 2, part 1. Or I could just say first name, last name. I do first name, last name, why not? No one really will see that other than me and you guys. New list of the AI right away give me some ideas there. Okay. Public. I go with that for now. Later on, I will come up with that. I will change some x3, 4. Type in if anybody want to type in. R2. I can't call it Optimus Prime. And probably R2D2 either not. I will fix this later, but for now, for the joke. Okay. So I technically need to do the same random, just call it from robot first names, and then robot last name. Okay, so that will be generating for us names. And then I would like to display them with a dash when, but that's probably in the UI. I have to add when it's okay, and then the spawn people. I have to. Unfortunately, I don't like to do it like this, but I don't have an option. I need to get a flag. This is sloppy. I don't like it, but so only here. Oh wait. Let's do differently. It's the I will do this now. I will come up with something later. Yeah, let's just is robot equals false. Equals false. Boolean. Okay, and then here we set it to true. Come on, I can type. Okay, that's better. And then if it's robot so it sets it to robot or people. Okay, now when if there is no arrows, but probably there is one. I didn't rename the function. Get random robot last name. Now let's go back and fix this because I probably did not update that here. Yeah, I didn't. Okay. Now even more. People action don't on spawn robot. Oh, did I name it differently? So it says it's no on spawn robot exist. is the manager? No, the action. People action. Spawn robot, and on spawn robot it is there. So what was the error? Accepting first argument, people action could not be found. Ah. Vector contract category on spawn robot. Okay, back to the manager. There's so many things open. I should have cleaned this up before I start. Maybe I need that. I don't need that, and don't need the building one. Oh, there is a lot more here. Okay. So on people manager, it says okay, which line has the problem? Oh, not anymore. I did not save probably the action change. That was the one. Okay. So in theory, it's when it's spawning now, the robot. Oh yeah, I actually have to call the right from the spawner. So here it goes through the list, and then it calls the people action, spawn people for each. So from the spawn queue, people to spawn. Yeah, it's okay. But then per contractual category, I have to do different things depending on the type. Okay, I just have to call. I think I changed this to a proper for each. It's easier to read than if I start to make fancy things inside here. If skew how is this spawn queue look like? People to spawn is a spawn amount select. Just a variable. Okay, that was sloppy. Shuffle list and then to category. Okay, so it selects out the contractor category and the amount to the people to spend, and shuffles it, finds the minimum, and then generate the queue, the category and amount. category and category and spawn points. That's the order. So if the SQ category, if the category equals or in contractor category but not known, go away. So if the contractor category and then else, so if it's people, if it's robots, then we'll call the robot one, otherwise it calls the people one. I think a bracket missing. Oh, why is it keep dropping it down? It's maybe not even allowed to do this, what I'm doing right now. Yeah, it's really don't like what I'm doing. Okay, I just changed this because it's no reason now to use that way. So let's just do a normal for each. It's that like this is more readable when I'm not doing when I just do one type. But when I do multiple one with a decision, I would prefer to yeah, let's call it. You see, it's already figured it out, that one. And then if I say if worker robot, then do the same just for the robot. So we know it's a robot. Spawn robot. And always spawn people. I will have more than one. I will handle that because there is a couple of them. Private is robot. Oh, Bolen is robot. And then it's expect a contract category. And then return contact category equals worker robot, or, and then I can write a couple of versions of this. Which is carrier robot, I think. Carrier robot. Wait, it's easier if I do like that. And then there is the construction robot. There is the engineer robot. There is the two more. There is no more, so farmer robot. I think we have farmer robot and then the nurse robot. Okay. No, there is no some. At the moment, this one. Maybe there will be a scientist robot at some point. So then we can say is a robot. Come on. I only wanted to copy that. Okay, so Now, excuse me. Now when I generate it, it will set it up as a robot. Or we get an error. Ah, yeah, of course, SQ is not SQ anymore. What is spawn? I haven't touched that part of the code for probably 4 months. That's a very, very old code. So now, when...
Hello, Commander. Welcome to Venusville, the first floating city in the clouds of Venus. I am your AI assistant, here to help you survive and prosper in this rather cozy inferno.
Did that generate the robot? Oh yeah, it's there. It's there. So that's a human, and the humans look like fine. And then a worker robot. It's called... Oh, it still have human name. And let me see if I pause the game and find the robot. Then let's see if its property actually human, set as a human or set as a robot. Yeah, so I have to be able to click on the guy. Oh, I was actually already clicking on it. And it says worker robot. So type is correct, but the entity is people. So it did not work the check there. The spawning. So when I spawn it, so I don't know if that went wrong here or down on the side, but let's see. If I'm sending the right type of message. So there should be only one of these popping up when we start the game and we generate the yeah, it came. People spawner 57. So it sent the message. You see, 57. So yes, it's called spawn robot, not human. But then it was not captured properly on the other end. Spawn robot. Okay, let me see in the people action. So spawn robot called spawn people. That's why, because I copied this. Yeah, guys, don't copy paste. So yeah, I need to call own spawn robot instead of spawn people from spawn robot, obviously. Okay, so it should work now. It should spawn it as a robot instead of a human. And the entity type should be robot, so when I click on it, probably the details panel will be freaked out because it's unknown type. Yeah, where is
Hello,
it?
Commander.
Oh, wait.
Welcome to Venusville, the first floating city in the clouds of Venus.
I really should add the save.
Here to help you survive and prosper in this rather cozy inferno. Shall we begin?
Okay, where is the robot? Ah, there. So humans are spawned as human, and then robot BB8 Prime. That's genius. Okay, yeah, it spawned it as a robot. I'm pretty sure that's all worked. So, but yeah, BB8 Prime worker robot. Perfect. And it's the type is robot. That's excellent. Okay. So that was the first bit to do. We can spawn it as a robot now. And then the next bit is handling different some of its requirements, mainly because the contractor script checks for some of the stats and then calling some of the animation, and they may not line. I want to change the animations for the humans as well, but I can do it at the same time, so I may have to adjust some of the stuff from like a different section of the code as plugging in. But mainly this is the problem. This handling the statics exchange, and the robots will not have health and thirst and sleep. So this section is that what the robots will work differently than from the humans. And also I have to flip it around because it's standing for the wrong way. Okay. So.
Hello, Commander. Welcome to Venusville, the first floating city in the clouds of Venus.
Oh, it's doing spawn.
I am your AI assistant, here to help you survive and prosper in this rather cozy inferno. Shall we begin?
Okay. It says People Manager 237. That shouldn't throw error. Oh, I did not. I did some default ones, but I can check that. If there are nothing, I think there is some the default ones we added already there. Managers, people manager, robots are people as well in this. Yeah, so yeah, we have the default ones in for the robots. Okay. Okay, so go back to the contract. The contract section. And then I need to handle the stat change differently for a robot. So either I just do the temporary here, or I break this out for a separate section of the code. That's the two option. But because I have entity type people, I could do that now quickly. Let's do it quickly now, and then I do break this out later when I already see what needed to be changed. So if it's not it's else. If it's not people but robot, then it's top too much in, looks like. Okay, then I have a separate set of green stats, which I don't have yet, but it should be. So it will be charge. It will have charge for the robot. I may have to actually add that to the stat types. What else? It has a condition. And then one more. robots will have three. One, it will have a charge. It will have a condition, and I wrote it this somewhere down. Not health, something else. Wait, let me check on my plan, just to show you the scale of things what I have. I have tons of things, but this is actually the wrong. Oh no, this is Venusville. Oh, I'm not sure. Did I write this down here? I should have. The resources, the systems. Yeah, no. I was thinking of this the other day, and I wrote it somewhere. Just a moment. Maybe I find it. It's maintenance. I think it was maintenance and condition. No, maintenance. Is that the right word? Maintenance or maintained? So there is two conditions. There is like a short term, which is repairable, and there is a long term, which will ultimately leads to the robot become scrap metal. Okay, so for now I will call it health. That will be the short term. I will find a better one, because I think it's we said I need maintenance on that. Health, integrity, and charge. Yeah, that was the three. So it's health is fine, and then integrity. So that's the long-term one. So charge will be the most often what you need to recharge it, and then sometimes you need to repair its health, technically, and then integrity is that what overall leads to the robot destruction. And then, but you get back all the resources, so you can rebuild it again, which takes some time. But that's the idea on how robots works. And then depending on if they are so, well, it's not 5, just we truck 3 of them. This is a little bit funny, but it works. So it's sign on is when the robot is signed on to working. It's goes to the working, and when it's signed off, then all the behavior tree will take over. So you can see that on the. I have some bug in a moment, but I will finish this talk first. So if I go to human. There. So if I open up human and I check the behavior tree, first it's checking if it's it's doing a job, and if it's not doing a job, that's happens here. If it's in contracts, jobs are contracts. Then and it has tasks. So if it's doing the task, then it leaves it alone. But in the moment when it stopped doing that, then it takes over for the humans, like the food, the thirst, the tiredness, and hunger, or just loitering around. All that controlled by the behavior tree in the AI. And then if it gets back and it gets a new job because it satisfied its needs, then it can get back into the job, and then the job system takes over the project contract system, which is more deterministic. It's very strongly task based, while this one is more really needs-based. I could merge the two systems together, but the project system is working it's so stable. My problem is more with this than the another one. But sometimes they are hungry and then they just waiting for a bed and things like that. I have to actually rewrite slightly this to optimize it better. So, sorry. Yeah, all right. I'm back. Sorry about that. Little intermezzo. So, back to the task. I have charge, halt, and integrity as stats to listen to. And depending on that, I will turn on and off the work if it's able to work. So let's add this to the robot now. So if I select the robot, then and I have somewhere here that I probably don't need a health controller, or I need a health controller just differently. Okay. So first I have to change the stats, which is here's the stat controller, because right now the health is fine, but I don't need sleep. Instead of sleep, I will need a charge level. Looks like there is a charge level. I use the same stats at the various buildings and everywhere that is need charging. And then there is a and I could use structural integrity as a third one. So I don't need to create new ones. I just have to set them up. Structural integrity, like for buildings, and then I don't need the last few. Temperature is interesting. Do I need temperature for robots? What if it's overheating or the pressure is too big? I think overheating would be interesting. I didn't think of that. But if the temperature goes up, that could be something what causes problems. Okay, so definitely I don't have thirst. So let's remove that one. And I definitely don't need oxygen. Can I select this? This is always so flimsy. Delete element. Fun. They don't need fun. But I leave in the temperature for now. I'm not using it at the moment even for the humans. But that's something what's coming. And then let's make sure this one is set properly. So structural integrity should be really large, because this is by second, per second, and we want the robots last a long time. So this could be something like, of course, things can affect it, like when they get damaged or corroded or something like that, or solar storm hit when we were really high up, or acid rain catch them when we are under the clouds. So depending on that, but I will put it a really high number, like a 15,000. So structural integrity shouldn't be a issue for a long time before, because that's leads to ultimate destruction of the robot. And then maybe it goes yellow when you are under, let's say, 2000. When it reaches 2000, it goes yellow, so you know the robot will not last long. And then maybe up to 600, and under 600 it goes red, so that will be the structural integrity. And then health, which is the how often is need to be maintained, the robot. That I will set somewhere around, well, that have to be still like every 5-6 minutes or so, or 10 minutes even. So if it's 10 minutes, then 600 maybe. This is, oh no, that's because seconds. No, it's a lot more I need. Yeah, well, I will put now for a higher number. I did not, I need to calculate this properly, but let's put it something, because I want to test it. I don't want to go forever at the moment. So let's put it every 3000 seconds it's need to be repaired, and then every now and then, like let's say every 2200. I don't want this breaks down at the same time when the power goes away. So we will add something different for charge level. I will leave it at 1400, the charge level, and then when it goes to yellow, well, because this is something what it's not like health, hunger and stuff, so it works a bit different, or will work different. So it's maybe it goes under 800. That's sounds like a good enough warning. And then when it goes under 300, or yeah, then it goes to red. But robots kind of will work still when that happens, so that should be fine for now. So in theory, there was a bug, or a couple of bugs, 2 bugs. Stat type does not count charge. That's correct, because we have charge level, and then we have structural integrity. So charge level and structural integrity was the right. Okay, so that's set up. In theory, the robot should have these values, and they should go down. Okay, let me see what else I may need to. Okay, so it goes down 1 per second, 1 per second, and then health. Oh, yeah, done. Because humans are healing themselves, so it goes upward, but robots will be lowering the life. And then I have this one, which is, oh yeah, this is just triggers messages. So if the and then affecting, okay, I will turn this off for now, and then we set it up with the messages. But first I want to see actually the stats are changing, and then we come this, and then we rework it for the robots. I think I just have to reconfigure it to make it work. Okay, so if I start the game now, it shouldn't break in theory. And let's see if we getting the right stats. Okay, sorry about the volume. I really have to. Okay, so let's find our robot.
Welcome
if
to
it
Venusville,
spawned.
the first floating city in the clouds
It
of
did
Venus.
not.
I am your AI assistant, here to help you survive and prosper in this rather cozy inferno.
did
Shall
not
we
spawn.
begin?
So if I select one of the guys, yeah, only workers, 2 engineers spawned, and 3 biologists, but not a human, or not the robot. And also I got an error which is saying online 237 237 237. Oh, it's trying to pull the name out. Ah, okay. The wrong place. And then this one is broken as well. This is just the name generator for the robots. Okay. So now it should spawn the robot without error. Oh, sorry. I really... No, okay. So,
Hello,
yeah,
Commander.
there is the robot,
Welcome
but it
to
spawned on top
Venusville,
of
the
another
first
person.
floating city in the clouds of Venus. I am your AI assistant.
I think
here
I
to
still
help
can
you
select
survive
it.
and prosper in this rather cozy inferno. Shall we begin?
I don't have the animations for them, for the robots, so it's just waving and stuff at the moment. But the point is now to integrate it. Okay, I will build something so the people start to move. And then I can... It's possible that spawning spot is actually in the same space than the, like there is 2 overlapping spawning spot. Okay, now I can click you. Okay, and then let's see your... Yeah, wall worker robot. Okay, so it's generated the name. It set it to robot. That's correct. And then let's see the stats. If they are... Yeah, it's ticking down. 209.57. Yeah, we run out of power. Charge level... Or at least it went down, but it's not moving right now. I see that it's 58. I would expect to see that ticking down. It's maybe just every 5 seconds or something it moves. Yeah, no, that's one charge level. Oh, entity type people. It's actually a robot. So I have to make sure that's set to robot as well, the stat controller. That's the reason it didn't find it. Okay, I know that that's back in the spawning people manager when we spawn the spawn code. There should be node ID. Or I just have to... Okay, I'm not setting it dynamically. So I just have to make sure it's set correctly on the prefab. Oh, that's fun. I got a couple of errors. We'll check that in a second. So the people or robot is set to... Yes, this one, because the entity type is a robot. This is automatically set, that's the only one, but... And then that should update these ones. I may have to actually. And also it's possible something else broke, and that's the reason it stopped working, because it did tick down a couple of values. Yes, the details UI, when I clicked on it, that's probably not healthy for it, because we didn't do the details UI for the robots yet. And then I have somewhere a wild coroutine, untamed one. Okay, let's see now if it's properly. Oh, sorry. I have to do something with that. Either lower the. Okay. Oh, it has. It already has some issue. I know why, because the health is low.
I am your AI assistant, here to help you survive and prosper in this
let's find him there.
Inferno. Shall we begin?
So now is Vol X34 the name, and then its statistic should nicely ticking down. Yes, I see it. It's ticking down. So its health going down, its charge level going down, and then structural integrity is lowering. So yeah, that worked. That worked. And then the next bit. So if I click on a human, that works fine. But I think if I click him, it will break the UI bit as well, because well, it don't have health anymore. But let's see. Okay, let's test it. If now it will not walk, because I don't have the walk animation for the robot yet. But let's build up and let's see if its codes work and then not breaking while it's working, because that was the one of the initial problem. Well, I'm just integrating the robot into the game, so not expect anything to work related to the robot in the start. And then nicely I add it. Let's put the corridor there. I need to. I remove that one. I skip the tutorial. And then the humans work nicely. He is have the. Yeah, I have to stop clicking on it, because the UI part is not done there. Okay. Let's add one more. Maybe I speed it up. Okay. Let's add some processors, some water for the humans. Yes, the Atmos processor can start mining. And some plastic makers. And grow pods quickly. A new storage pod. Okay, so the robot is not moving because it's not able to carry. But when there is a job available, and that's really mainly coming from the atmospheric processors, because it's produced some carbon from the atmosphere, and then we can turn that carbon to carbon fiber here. So the robot will, with time, will pick up one of these jobs. It's possible it's in the end of the list. So we will see who will pick that up. Yeah, I know you are bored. Little robot waving for me. I just started to create the animations. I don't have almost any of the animations in. Now come on. Or did it break? Only the UI. let's make the humans busy, because if they are doing all this stuff, then very easily can happen that robot gets the job. Yeah, all the 3 human workers are working, but not him. And I don't know if it's broke. If I build a no, they will soon have a break. They're thirsty. No, it's not moving. There's so many errors here, but it's mainly the UI broke, because it can't handle a robot at the moment. It's not done yet. Okay. No, it's only the UI broke. I'm maybe just very unlucky and it did not pick up a job. Yeah, there's the 2 plastic. Okay. Let me fix some of the things what I already seen with it, and then we try again. So one of the thing what I seen is the little triangle on top is actually listening to the wrong value. First entity type is a robot. Okay, let's change that everywhere where it's there is an entity type. Stat controller has done. Is there? No, that's the movement. And people selector. It's nothing. And the alert only. Okay. So it has to be a robot, and then the stats to watch. Okay, I have to check this alert controller. How is that? Group entity type. It's expect the people to be people to be able to do that. Okay. So let's add the new one. Public entity type people. And then let's replace that and that one we keep. So now I can set up what kind of entity it should expect, and then yellow stat, red stat, whatever is there. I think this one is automatically get picked up. So I have to check a human. How is this set up in a human? But alert controller now has an entity type, right? but it's not showing up here. Not in the stud group node. Other than that, under the data, there should be another field here. And is it not serialized? Let's check. Alert controller. Alert controller. Okay, on the I have to do that on the declaration. So it's serializable, then it should turn up now. Yeah, it's here. So for this one is a robot, but all others are not robot. So now it will look for the robot on the robot stats, so it will find the right type. And then I'm wondering if the job queue is also checked for human, if it's a people. If does, then I have to make sure this one is actually correct. I think it's automatically pulling the stats and flags out. Okay, let's assume that. Anyway, I want to rewrite this because I want to make it unique, so you can see the each and every of the type of problems, like if it's thirsty or hungry or stuff like that. So it shows more than one at the same time. You don't need to click on it, but I do that after the robot is integrated. And then that's a human, right? Yeah, that's a human there. And then the robot is that's fine. Okay, so let me check if the queue, yes, I want to check the queue, if that one is check anything related to humans only, because then I have to also do a small adjustment there. So there is the managers. Not people, contract queues, that's the one. So contract queues is that does anything related to people or entity type. I don't want to replace, I just want to check if the word people or entity type or people is exist on this. No. People, no. Okay, I think it's fine. And then one more place it could be is the project. The project manager, I don't think it cares because it's only sending the tasks out. Okay, so let's see if now at least that triangle is not show up only when this value is going very low.
Hello, Commander. Welcome to Venusville,
Oh,
the first floating city in the clouds of Venus.
Optimus
I
E.
am your AI assistant, here to help you survive and prosper in this rather cozy inferno. Shall we begin?
Okay. Okay, so that goes down. Okay. Oh, maybe it has a people list. No, it's a people node. It's still considered as a person in the game. So the queue should be fine, and it's not really cared about it. Sorry, I'm just mumbling here, but technically trying to think what could be the reason it's not picking, may not pick up a job. For example, I'm clicking on it and the UI breaks. That could be. Well, shouldn't be because it's not tightly coupled with it. Okay. Let me. Let's speed that up. Until they start to build stuff. Drop down some more in the meantime. Water, because things can go really bad if they don't have water. Oh. Let's get some of the resources back. It's still standing. It's not moving. Okay, something was breaking. Ah, no. Yes, contractor 45. Okay, that's actually something that I can go on. Yes, that's why. It checks if the entity is people, and it isn't. Okay, that's the reason the old contract. It's not picking up jobs because that line. Yeah, here we add the robot, but we didn't add dot there. Okay, is there any more entity type people in this class? No, it was only that two. Okay, so I have to make sure robots are also allowed to have the. Yeah, it can't find it because it's not a people. Not marked as a people, but as a robot. So let's make sure robots are allowed as well. And then now it should work. Because I didn't see anything else. Okay, let's see the robot work or not. sorry. Let me start that again. Even worse, sorry. I really have to add the save system in, so I can save the settings. Okay, so now
to Venusville,
it
the
should
first
start to go
floating
work.
city in the clouds of Venus. I am your AI assistant, here to help you survive and prosper in this rather cozy inferno. Shall we begin?
Okay, build that, build the extra platform, build the cross section, build the corridor, disable this member, take that apart, and then let's do that quickly. Okay, now I can put the machines down and water. Put another. I just started to add the new design in, but not for all of them. So the floor is different, and the walls are different, and outside there is some kind of pattern on it as well. Well, on this one not, because that's just I started to add the different layouts. Okay, so and I'm working on this storage pods as well. That's new too. So it's at the moment only accepts 4 items because I'm still testing it. Then let's add some food processors. Now, is he working? Yeah. Where is he? Ah, I'm pretty sure he went in here. Yeah, he's working there on the thing. But is it working? No, it's still not progressing. So something broke again. Yes, the animator. The animator calling. Oh, I know why. I think I know why. So that one is line 174. The reason is my set of animations is very or not existent. 74. Yeah, set integer state. It still not have that, I guess. It should have a state. Even if it's not doing anything, it needs to exist. So if I go back to my robot and check the animator animations on it, it has a state. So why did that break? Yeah, that's the wave and look around test animation what I made the other day. Speed and state. Did I misspell something? No, it's exactly state is state. Yeah, so why did that one would break? Set integer. Is it integer? Yeah, it's a number. Speed and state. Both of them integers. Oh no, the speed is a float. And probably I set this to... Okay, which line is this? 74. Which one is... No, it's dice on the state, not on the speed. But let me double check this. Is this... Okay, let's delete this and then let's make sure that's a float. speed can I do here? 0.1. Oh no, okay. That's good. So it's actually so the state is an integer, and this one here I can 0.1 is allowed. So this is a float, which is correct, and then this one is a integer, which is should be correct. I'm not using the variable, but I should be able to set it. Variable animator of contractor has not been assigned. So what it is saying, animator itself is not assigned. Ah, okay. That's fair. The animator itself is not assigned. Oh, it don't have a. Is this something what it should pick up automatically? Yeah. And then the contractor should have active contract data, task data, and then animator none. That's why. Oh, the animator is on the worker robot animator. Now it will work. That was missing. Yeah, it should work now and move now. Okay, let's see. Getting there. So it should now.
Hello, Commander.
Yes, I
Welcome
know.
to Venusville, the first floating city in the clouds of Venus. I am your AI assistant, here to help you survive and prosper in this rather cozy inferno. Shall we begin?
So I build up again the harvester and the atmospheric factory. I remove that one so we can see the robot. It will not move until, because it can't carry. It's not set up for carrying. It's just waving around at the moment. But when the factory starts, it probably will just go and work, because everybody else busy building and carrying stuff, and he cannot do those tasks. Robots are meant to be complementary for the colonists, so the colonist can do multiple things while the robots can, but the robots can work like really just need to charge themselves, and sometimes will break down. But okay, so is it picking it up? Not yet. There is a job to. Oh, somebody else picked up the job. Okay, fair enough. Okay, let's build some other things where they have to manufacture. Of course, drinking. Some plastic processing. He will not move because somebody else working here until he will not get thirsty. So maybe I just speed things up a bit. And then I see him moving. No, he's still not moving. Is there any errors? No errors. Finally, we got rid of all the errors. Let's get rid of the food problem. Ah, he went. He went into work. And is it working? Yes, it's working. He's progressing, he's producing. Oh, somebody else is there too. Oh, did he break? Why both of them are working? But the person will get very... Oh, now he's working. There is something happened there and they overlapped. But he's working, although the... Yeah. Just, I have to rotate it around. That actually helps so much. Of course I can't really check its stats. Or I can if I click on it. So maybe I should do that next, because he's able to work. He will not charge itself, because we didn't create the behavior tree for it. But it could... I would be very happy if I can click on it and see its values going up and down. Oh, he's working now with this machine. Okay, good. We don't have animations yet, so I have to add the animations. He just has this waving animation. The robot, I mean. I will do that. I was thinking to maybe do that, but I thought that would be probably boring. Me trying to figure out how to animate. I'm a developer more than an animator. I just picked up that skill recently. So okay, so you don't have a walking animation and he's rotated the wrong way. Oh yeah, he's working now on that one. Perfect. Okay, so working. Only the UI is breaking, and yeah, no animation of course, and then it don't really have a it will not try to charge itself, because it don't have the behavior, but it would stop working when its values go down. So worker robot, here you are. So if I look at you, then I will see your values going down. Yes, charge level is already 800 and it's lowering, and health is lowering, and structural integrity is lowering, but very slowly. So yeah, cool. All right. Okay, let's turn it around. I will do that in Blender, but later. At the moment, I will just do it in the prefab. I will rotate it around in the prefab. The robot itself. Oh no, it's actually rotated around. That's why. Oh, that's actually weird, because I think... Yeah, okay, it's facing the wrong way normally. I think humans facing forward on the z-axis. Yes, they do that, while the robot is backward. So I have to change it. But for now... Oh wait, is the... No, this one is not rotated. Oh, weird. Or maybe this one is... No, that one is not rotated either. But now it will face at least the right direction. Okay, so that should be okay. And then the UI. Ooh, the UI is complicated. Don't want to touch the UI. Okay, let's see. It's all a toolkit. So HUD person details panel. So I think I have to actually create a new set of this. I did add the different robots to have different icons, but I don't have the icons. and then okay, let's open this up and let's see what I should do differently. So definitely when it's a robot, yeah, I think I have to actually design a complete new one for this one to work. Because we have 3 columns and other bars look differently. So like for buildings, for the building, when I click on the buildings has more vertical values, but it wouldn't fit for the robot. So I'm wondering if it's a robot, but we also said we check the temperature, so that's already 4. So it could work. Could work with, most likely would be easier just write a complete new one of this because it's different. Well, it has an icon, it has the name and the type, and there also the message, what is it doing, right? Like it's building, construction, and so on. And then I have these columns for the different bars for the different statuses. So maybe I could keep the same layout, but I only have like 4 of them instead of the 6, like for the humans. And then it's consistent. I didn't think of this yet. The health I have temperature is 2, and then I just have to add 2 hide the odors when it's a robot, in theory. I need some, I have lightning bolt for charge, and then I don't know for integrity what kind of icon I should do. Structural integrity of the robot. I need a new icon as well. Okay, so I could reuse this, and then let me see if I could relatively easily just hide and show different set of columns there. This one is a piece of code what not that bad, okay. Because I remember the building one is enormous and crazy. So here I can, so this is update stats if it's a people, yes, people node, temperature marker, and the different classes. What are these? If it's just changing the color, if they go to yellow or red. Actually, I have one more here, which is sometimes cost problem, and I realized when it's go maximum, I call it the gold state, and did not sometimes didn't turn to yellow, back to yellow or to green. The actual color. When it went to maximum. So I just fixed the problem what I had for a long time. Okay, so I need to know if the type, when I update the stats, if this one is what kind of, if it's robot or people, and then just I do the separate set of columns. So let me just first, could I configure this from outside, which I would prefer, but I don't think. Well, there will be only 2 kind of people on the platforms. It's humans or robots. So I can't imagine I will have more than that. So I think I'm okay I'm okay to just put an ugly if here and then do that way. So if I have the people node, so the people node has a time. I think it has. Okay, let's check what people node has. Okay, people node not set if it's robot or not, so I will not know from the people node which is get called from the update stat. So I will not know if this is oh, okay, but I call people details data list contractor. I have oh no, I have contractor category. So I just need the ugly if again to say is it robot. Where did I do that? Did I do that in the people manager? I wrote one which checks if it's a robot. Something like is robot it was. Is robot. Not here. Where did I do that? Contractor. No. Okay. Let's search is robot. Yeah, people spawner. Well, I did that. So I exactly need same. This is all the robot. Maybe I will add science robot later. Well, okay. So in the details, I have to know if able to check if is a robot, and because we have the contractor, I have the contractor category, I can do that. And then if I do, okay, I do the health here, and then I do the temperature, and then oxygen hunger. Okay, so these two I always need, the health and temperature. And then these I need for humans. Okay. So if is robot, and then I need I think I need the contractor category, right? Yes, contractor category. If it's robot, then I will need a couple of new ones to update, which is the not the oxygen. There will be what we said. It has health, it has temperature, it has. I have to check. Where is the robot? It's better than guessing if I actually open it up and then I can see. So I have health, charge level, structural integrity. Okay, charge level and okay, so charge level, where the stat type is charge level. It pulls it out from the stat system, and then stat. I have to create this bar because this bar will be not exist at the moment, but we have a charge level or charge level, and then yes, so that's one, and then another one is structural integrity. Structural integrity, which comes from the structural integrity stat type, and I use that one. And I will call it structural integrity. Okay, and then if it's human, otherwise we do the normal set. Okay. And then one more thing, because right now I think I show them all automatically because there was no need to hide and show different ones. I think I also need, when update the UI, depending on if it's a robot or not, I have to show and hide a different set. Even if half of the set I don't have yet. Yeah, I'm updating it here. I don't really have any code for that. Reset UI. So I got the people. I have the contractor category. So I could add a new section which is shows and hides the right columns. Okay, which will be a private void, and then toggle columns. I don't know. Start columns. Start columns. Which one? And then the input is the people node contact row category. So contact row category. Or don't need because I could I just do nice. So I go back to contractor category. And then if is robot else. So only I have to turn on and off these and that depending on of the type. So something like that. I have to find the right ones and then switch them on and off. When this one update UI called. Oh, okay. So every stat change, I don't want to toggle this up and on. I only want to do it on activate UI. So we activate, we call update then, but this one should be called beforehand. Because update UI called from both event, both when we are selecting so when I select the character, I should turn on the right columns if it's human or robot, but not every stat change. I should update that. Otherwise, it will be flicker or something, and it's a waste of processing power. Okay, so if I do active UI, so if I call it from here, then I need to know that contract category, or I have to figure out the contact category myself. So before active UI, we turn this on, and the only thing I know is the entity ID in this state. So I post in the entity ID, and then we look it up for the same way how we look it up in the update. That's still less demanding than if I do this every tick. It's not every frame, but every second it's updates, I think. So instead of that, we only update it when the panel opens. Okay, so now because we only have entity ID, we have to find the node, and then we can find the active category. Oh, it's actually updated saves that the active category. That's interesting. Anyway, we need it. So we have to get the node, and then isRobot needs the people node dot category. Now, come on. Why sometimes it picks the or row when I do? I don't want to type that category, contractor category. Okay, so we will know if it's robot or not. Okay, so if it's robot, then I have to now go back to and grab that again, that line, because we need to write something very, very, very similar to that. So if it's robot, then I need to turn on I don't need the Q visual on the blue bar. I need to update the style of the class. Okay, which is in this case class name so if it's robot, then it's need the structural integrity and how I code it. It's not exist yet actually. But yeah, I need the structural integrity 1 to turn to flex, so it's visible, and I need one for that. And now either I do, because we have a reset UI. Okay, I think I will just toggle them all here. So I will put all the 6 of them what I need, and yeah, I know a lot of copy paste, but so the robot, and then the structural integrity, and then I need this oxygen, hunger, thirst, sleep, fun. Okay, oxygen, thirst, hunger, sleep, and fun, right? And then fun. Okay, and then these ones are none. Okay, we turn that off if it's a robot and turn on if it's done, and then the other way around. When it's not a robot. None. Okay. And then this one should be flex, right? I'm curious if this will work right away at first. Okay, so that one, fine. Other than I don't have these 2 stats yet. So let's add them. Charge level. So if I go back and I open up the Let's see if I did any errors, mistyping or not. No, I think that was just when I clicked on it. Yeah, there is no errors. Good. And then I need to open the UI. Where is it? Where is it? Ah, person. Okay. And then I take that column, duplicate it, and then it's not fun anymore. It's called oh no stat. I just don't want to misspell it. Charge level. Okay, so I add stat charge level. And then remove the fun. And then change the icon of the... Oh, what's going on with the Unity? Please die, don't die on me. Whew. I should save. So the stat icon, a little lightning or something. I have somewhere lightning. Yeah, power icon. Okay, so that will be its. That will be the. Well, I will have to change the naming, but not health, but condition, and then I forgot, and structural integrity. I don't think I will have a one for structural integrity. Let's rename this as well. So we know this is a charge level. Okay, and then one more. Which is structural integrity for the robot. And I also have to get the right class to it. So instead of charge level, this one is the structural integrity. Structural integrity. And then remove that one. Cool. And then the icon. I don't have an icon for that. I have to draw one, but I do that later, I guess. Let me just... I think I had one. Maybe. I know I have one, which is like, I use it at the platform level. A moment. Yes, on the platform. Okay, I have to check. Let's save this with the wrong icon, and then I go into the status bar. The status bar has one, which is I make and use. Ah, this one. It's not really nice because it don't have the frame around it, but temporarily I could use this one. It's not really a good one, to be honest. Well, I will draw in a moment. Just let's see if this works. So what is this called? Stress. Okay, that's the stress on the structure. It's technically structural integrity. So maybe I should actually unite those. Okay. Oh yeah, and I have to update because I have a robot. So this should show I have a robot in the city. Oh, I have to do that too. Because I think it's counted as a human because I didn't update that panel. So we will come back to that. So it's good on city panel. So if I go back to the person and I select that one. city panel stress. That's what we will use for now. Okay, well, it's not fit because I have to just create a new one. And maybe I can come up with a better icon than that one, I think. Okay, but now we have it and it's named correctly, the class, so it should show correctly. No. Now, how many things will break? Okay, so if I click on a
Hello,
human,
Commander. Welcome to Venusville,
it's showing.
the first floating city in the clouds of Venus.
It's
I am
hit
your
one.
AI assistant, here to help you survive and prosper in this rather cozy inferno.
If I
Shall we
click on
begin?
the... Oh! Okay, something somewhere else. It's partially working, but not how it was intended. Because now there is power, and there is the structural integrity, and now it removes the power but keeps the structural integrity. So let me check that again, that piece of code. What have I done? So if it's robot, then, and hides these, okay. Is there anywhere display style anywhere else in this file? That's just for the different type of bars. But maybe somewhere else. No. So why? That's the subclass. Like the sub-element on the bar. It turns on the bar, not... It's definitely worked in a level, but why is the naming wrong? Stat charge level. Oh, is that a visual element? Okay, let's check that first. Oh, and we had some new references. Okay. So this one is a visual element. It's all visual elements, so that should be fine. That part is fine, but we got errors. What were the errors? Oh, okay. And the UI 113. 113. Oh. This line. Why would that... And 113, 103 as well. Okay, the first start charge level is the one what broke, but it's kind of worked. What's going on here? It could not find it. It could not find it. So it stat charge level. And then this was the... Oh. I'm missing the class. Where did I put the class? On the icon? Or somewhere else? No. The structural integrity is missing the class. So that's the reason it did not actually toggled. Okay. But why then it's telling me error on the line earlier. Okay, let's add that. Save. I see the stat charge level. Okay. Let's run it again because I think they will. Now it will work, but will not hide the rest of them. That's my expectation on this. Okay, so if I select
Hello,
him,
Commander.
yeah, that
Welcome
I see the
to
correct
Venusville,
set.
the first floating city in the clouds of
Sorry,
Venus. I am your AI assistant, here to help you survive and prosper in
And
this rather
where is the robot?
cozy
If
inferno.
I click on the
Shall we
robot,
begin?
oh, okay, yeah, worked. That's the reason it was breaking, because that. So now I only get 4. Maybe I want to align them to left or right or something like that, other than just have them like that. And maybe the order I would prefer to have the structural integrity first, or yeah, this one first, charge second, and temperature later, maybe. I don't know, but definitely I need some kind of consistency with the other ones. I may need to actually rearrange that, because I want to rearrange that in a way how, like, oxygen is really rapidly going down while health or sleep is a lot slower. So kind of have an order in it, some kind of way. But yeah, works, but still throwing me error. 142. Not for the thing, only for the robot. Okay, let's check that. 142. That's where actually reading out. Oh, it reads out health, stat health. We have health. We should have health on the robot. Robot has health. We will name them differently when I put on the toolbar and stuff like that. But okay, for sanity check, I will check if that's actually true. But I'm definitely one of them is I left the health on. There is health. So why is that freaking out on that line? 142. Oh, it's possible is actually I change. Okay, maybe I have to run again because I changed the lines and it's not exactly showing me the right place. But I did not. No. Anyway, I will click on it and then I see one more time.
Hello, Commander. Welcome to Venusville, the first floating city in the clouds of Venus. I am your AI assistant, here to help you survive and prosper in...
Yeah, now it's a line higher one. But that's still this one. So here it says is don't have... Oh, maybe active stat group is not set? How come? Where did we set that? Normally here. Yeah, and even update or activate UI calls update UI, and then it sets the active stat group. So what else could go wrong there? stat type. It has stat type has health. So that's the only thing I can imagine active stat group is not set. Okay, let's put the debugger in front of it. Okay, and now if I click on it, I should be able to see if it's set or not. Okay.
Hello, Commander.
So human
Welcome to Venusville, the first floating
set.
city in the clouds of Venus. I am your AI assistant, here to help you survive and prosper in this rather cozy inferno. Shall we begin?
So yeah, it's not set some reason. So if it's a robot, then active stat group is not set. So it can pull out the data from it, which is should happen here. Because it did, I can't see anymore, but it did pull out its name, I think. Let me see if it pulls out its name. So the line before, we set the name up and the type. So the human, I see.
Hello, Commander.
For the
Welcome
robot,
to Venusville, the first floating city in the clouds of Venus. I am your AI assistant, here to help you survive and...
Okay. So sets up the name. And then sets up the type. And then pulls out the list. And here, oh yeah, I'm blind. I see the same thing. Exactly the same thing, but when I only filter to people. Oh, and I looked on it and I said, yes, that's done. No, it was not. Okay. Okay. So now it should, okay, is there anywhere else we have the word entity type in this one? Oh, there is one here. What is this do? Update UI on stat stage. So this one have to also do this. And that's a win. No. Okay. Oh, entity type. Okay. Let me just, let's not copy paste. Oh, with that one, I just introduce issues. Robot. Okay. Is that fine now? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And now it should work. And then I do the panel up there. And then after that, the behavior trees. But that one is completely a new one I have to create. And by the
Hello,
way,
Commander. Welcome to Venusville, the first floating city in the clouds of Venus. I am your
And by
AI
the way, if you have any
assistant, here to help you
questions, I'm
survive
very
and
happy
prosper
to
in this
answer.
rather cozy inferno. Shall we begin?
Okay. And then I click the robot. And that works. And I'm curious if I will see it lowering the stats. Because in the humans, it should go down. Of course, there is not much time left passed, so let's just get the time on. Okay. Yeah. I see a little gap there on the water. Oh, wait. Yeah, you can see it. I thought it's like blocking it, but not. So the water going down. And let's see the robot. Any of the values go down? Or it's set so high up? Oh, yeah. The charge slightly went down. I don't know if it's how much is it visible on your screen, but it is going down. So yes, it is measuring the and showing now the details of the robot, and it's telling me it's waiting at the moment. Yeah, the humans are a lot flimsier in this respect. They need a lot of things: fun, water, oxygen, all the luxuries. While a robot will be just needed to be charged and repaired. Well, they expire though. Humans should not. I mean, they can die, but just from natural causes, really. So, I'm curious if the text he's waiting, if that will be changed or not when it starts to work. I want to check that, and then we fix this, the robot count, so it can tell me how many robots in the game are. Ah, a human took it. It was quicker than the robot. Let's do a lot of jobs here, so. A lot to do. Ah, he went working. I think it works in the... Yeah. So if I clicked on it... Oh, he walked to manufacture a platform. That's the wrong text. Well, at least it's changing. I have to double check why. Let's say that. Yeah, we didn't do water, so... Oh, didn't finish the water. Where is the engineer? Is this engineer? Yes, that's engineer. So let's motivate him to please go work. Do the water, not that one. There's another engineer. Engineer, go work. Please do something. Please do the water. Please do the water. No. Okay, do the water now. Yes. Oh, that's interesting. Why this one is building when the building animation went wrong? That sometimes happens. Okay, now they drinking. They drinking. I have to fix the fingers and give them a glass. But the robot is now facing the right direction. Okay. Alright, cool. Let's fix the robot count in the top. And then, well, I will see how much time left for me, but I will start the behavior tree. The custom one for the robots. Oh, the robots one will be same. So if I do it once and it works, then it should be fine. Okay. Status bar. That's the one. So status bar has robot amount. think this is the one. Ooh, this is old. This is super old. Yeah, I also want to add the imperial measurements as well. This is extremely old. Okay, people amount. Why code pressure? Oh, no, it's pressure amount. Person amount. Okay. People count, robot count. I don't think I have a robot count. Ooh, this is so old. Yeah. No. What I'm doing. I think it's getting hungry. It's 1:30 here in the UK. Robot count. Okay. So we have a label called robot count. We grab that label. And I don't know what's the name on the UI. So let's check in the UI. Oh yeah, also I want to remove quickly this debug. Where is that? What was the line number? 143. Oh yeah. The famous 143 line. Yeah, I removed that one. And then, so we have the robot count, and I forgot again the name. Or I copied in, I think. Did I copy it? Was I smart enough to copy it? No. Okay. Let's open it up. So this one, robot amount, was not complicated to remember. Okay, so we have robot amount. And then I search for that. And then update people counter, update people counter. Add people, remove people. So every time when we do that, because that could be a robot, we also have to update. Oh, well, let's just go into update. Oh, that's the one. Okay, so robot dot text equals no. The same, but we have to count people list differently. How is that? I forgot that one. Do I have linked? And this, no. And then, how can I just go? A moment, I have to check this. I'm not using often that command. C# link count. Okay, so in theory, if I say count, it should not freak out. People. again, the problem is the people know this. The people list probably have people nodes. Yes, people nodes, people list. So people nodes again don't know about. It's only knows the contract category. So I have to do again that silly thing, and I need to do is it robot. I'm not really happy about that. I may will add to the node, the people node, directly on the robot, if it's robot or not, because I don't like to do this every time when we call this. But temporarily it's here. I will optimize it a bit later. Okay, so people is robot. People from contract category. So if it's not robot, then it should be counted, and if it is robot, then should be counted. So technically, if I did that correctly, it's compiling. That's good news. Then I will see the 10 people and 1 robot on the top corner. Yep, worked.
Hello, Commander. Welcome to Venusville, the first floating city in the cloud.
Yeah, that's different. Okay, cool. Now come the behavior tree, which is a big part of this. At the moment, I may just add something simple, like it's start to walk around if it's not defined. Because I don't have the charge pad in the game yet. I already have the model, but I have to pull it in, so it will not able to charge itself at the moment. Okay, so where were I? Okay, so it's I go to the robot. And did I add the behavior tree? I did not. So I have this behavior tree, and I want to create a new behavior for it other than that one. So I will copy this over. Is that on the main? Yeah, main element. So let's add in the behavior tree as well. But now this behavior tree is not the one what I want. Maybe I should have actually just created a new one. Yeah. Now I remove this and I just add a new, not a copy. Because it's so, there will be a section which is similar, but mostly different. Yeah, it's possibly you can see it really well, this one, because it's just behind me. Let me try to close up stuff so maybe you can see the behavior tree, but I don't know if it's visible or not now. Even like that now. And now it's just starting here, just here. So if I open the behavior tree editor, that one we will see, so that's not a problem. And is that the work robot? Okay, so it says I need to put this on the work robot prefab. Okay. And then is that get picked up here? If I open the behavior, no, that's just doing that. But work robot prefab where I want to set this, and actually I want to copy over from here as much as possible. At least this part. And the loitering. Did I select? No. Okay, I will try again without. So I still have to set up, even if I do that. Okay, so add behavior 3. No. I don't know all the tricks on this thing, but I really need the, because these ones set up some values, you know, from the, it's grabbed some values from the no, it's just don't want to add it. Would that add it here? Something happened, but no. Okay, what's going on? I don't want to rebuild it the beginning from by step. It's just this part of the tree, please. Maybe I have to add the save as external. Oh, I could save this out. But I don't want to do that at the moment. I want to come over here, enable to. Okay, entry. Okay, generally I can't edit this some reason. It's maybe because I have to add the, okay, I haven't touched this for a while. Do I have to add the new, create a new, maybe I have to create one first and then. Because when I go Pirker, I think I have to create it first. Where did I put these? Let's search. Behavior 3. Those are the ones. No, that's just the icon. But this is the script. No, it's just the script. That's where I put all the tasks. Okay. So why non-selected? If people, then it works. When if I say worker robot, can I? And then it's all grayed out. Okay, I have to check. I created this a few months ago. Behavior, robot behavior. Or behavior, robots. And now it's created because I created a funnily. Okay, so worker robot. I have a. Okay, so now if I grab these, probably only need just the bottom part. No. And then I go back. Now I will be able to do that. Just had to give it a name, I guess. Now it's again grayed out, right? Robot. View mode only. Is that logged or something? I had this once and I don't know what I did to able to release it. Huh. Robot behavior, reference behavior, lock, unlock, preferences. Ah, okay. So, okay, I can do it on the object, but not on the prefab. Okay, let's do it here then. Not task. Okay, movement. Evade. Come on. Can I add it now? Can I add anything to it? Oh, I have to figure this out. I haven't used this for a while. Let's just try to add that over there. Yeah, I can't copy it over, and I remember I could because I was copied this. So if I go back, something is not set up properly, and I think like if I take this sequence and I go over to the here, and I know I can place it in. I know because I moved trees over from one to the another before. All right, guys. And even it says behavior robot, correct? I don't, it's just behind me, you can't see, but then open. Oh, external behavior, no. Definitely I didn't have to do that. Okay, let me go back to the people and then see, because it's possibly I have to do init somehow. I may have to go back to the check the documentation on that. How is this worked? The behavior designer. Because you see, this one is open. I can actually manipulate it or add task. If I add a parallel task, it's just did that. It's here. Just generated that one. But if I go over to the worker robot one, it's all grayed out. I could generate this on the non inspector. Select a task from the tree to work. Okay, and all grayed out. Behavior designer. Documentation. Okay, let me. Is there a quick start? Yeah. No. I'm wondering if it's an asset and I have to create an asset or something, but it's not telling me. On the documentation. Yeah, it says watch the basics video series. I will not do that at this moment. I can't even delete or do anything with it. It's grayed out when I go for the prefab. Don't tell me I just had to be selected. Okay. So if I go to the robot and I select it, is that allow me now? Yes. Oh my god. I wasted so much time with that. And now I can probably copy over from the another one. So from the worker, I want to get this tree over. On the prefab. And I click on the prefab. And then I didn't copy. Yeah, well, I cannot toss now. At least I have the entry. Add behavior. But if I... Let's just add the new behavior tree. Okay, I have this one. I have to select again. Maybe I have to select actually. That's the way. I go here and then I select out now. And then I can copy. Let's just copy a couple of them over like that. That section, copy. And if I go now and I select the robot, I didn't expect this will be a problem. I thought this is just a copy paste here, but work robot. Oh no, prefab. No, I just can't copy. Yeah. Okay, I have to check the documentation. So, and anyway, it's time because it's 2 o'clock. I did this for 3 hours, so I will continue with this next time, and then the same way next time. Then next Tuesday, same time. Yeah, 11 to 2 is the plan. So, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. That always helps a lot for the channel. And then see you next time. Bye bye.